Yo guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It is Monday. Adjusting the camera a little bit there. It is Monday, time for team week predictions again. I thought I'd do a little bit something a little bit different this week and actually build out my team of the week predictions uh, while I talk to you guys about it. So let me know if you like prefer me to have it done and just like talk through it, or if you like this. Excuse me, if you like this better. Um, I may I may also be getting close to being done playing this game. I just every match I'm playing people in Mexico, South America, whatever, and it's just getting frustrating. So I don't know, but I'll definitely keep doing my team of the week predictions and stuff like that. So anyway, move on. First one, striker Aubameyang may actually be a left mid. He played left mid against Everton yesterday. 2 goals, no assist, a 8.5 rating, and a dub. So I feel like he's pretty much in. And I need to say this now because I'm actually leaving out some pretty big names this week, namely Lionel Messi. Um, I don't think they're going to put him in the team of the week because he's got because of all the special cards he has already. I know he had 4 goals, and here, I mean, most weeks I would probably put him in. But I just think with him having the promo card, um, the promo card, the shapeshifters. Um, I don't think they'll put him in. I mean, they could because the shapeshifter would be in packs till Friday, and they would replace his shapeshifter, the team of the week. But I don't know. It was hard for there was several that I had a hard time leaving out this week, and pretty much I left them out because they have special cards either out right now, or they were just kind of recently in. So um, we'll kind of go through some of those. So anyway, Aubameyang, um, I'm putting him at striker, but he'll probably be left mid. Um, so next is going to be Hopefully I don't misspell any of this stuff while I spelled everything right on my paper. Definitely can't spell. And yeah, I already spelled. It's wrong. Be John Cordoba from FC Cologne. He had 2 goals, 1 assist, excuse me, and a clean sheet as Cologne simply destroyed. Let's see who they destroyed. Hertha Berlin 5-0. So he had 3 points in that game. So I figure that's pretty much a shoot in him in team of the week this week. My cam is going to be somebody you are all from, Kevin De Bruyne. So I think it's been a while since he's been in team of the week. He had 1 goal, 1 assist, 9.4 rating, and they had a clean sheet midweek against West Ham. This one kind of iffy, not sure if he'll get in or not. I kind of looked through midfielders that I had in, and I was like, who kind of made a difference in their game um, during the week or weekend, brought their team back, stuff like that. And Bruyne basically assisted the first goal, basically the game winner, and then he scored late to seal it. So I feel like that kind of deserves a team of the week. I know he's got special cards already, so maybe that's not enough. But that's my cam, so we'll have to see. See. Next we will go right mid, Mr. Serge Gnabry. And just because I'm putting them at these positions, I don't think that's necessarily what their cards are going to be. Just kind of doing this and trying to get it somewhat close. So Gnabry had 1 goal and 2 assists in Bayern's 4-0 win, I believe it was. No, 3-2 win over Paderborn. I came home and that game was tied 1-1, and He scored the second goal, I believe, and let's see. Oh no, Lewandowski scored the last two, but Serge scored the first one and assisted on the game winner. And also assisted Lewandowski on the go, or actually the second goal. Um, he had a 9.3 rating, so he was by far best player in that. So I feel like that'll get him into team of the week. He was left out a few weeks back. So see what they do with that. Next is going to be Mr. Kunku. I still can't spell. Trying to look and type and do stuff. That hasn't go. Kunku. Um, he had there he is. He had 4 assists for RB Leipzig. 4-0 win, 5-0 win over Schalke. So pretty much 4 assists. I think that guarantees a week, and he by far the best player in that game as well. So some of these, there's not really a whole lot of mystery to them, in my opinion, but some that are going to be some talking points. It's stuff that we'll just have to see. Uh, Moving along, we go to Mr. Koke for Atletico Madrid with a goal and an assist in a win over Villarreal. That was I looked at that. So basically, I looked between him and Fernando from Sevilla. Um, Sevilla had a clean sheet, but Fernando, like in my opinion, he didn't play like a huge role. I mean, he had a goal and an assist, but I feel like Koke's goal and assist were better. It was more important to winning of that match for Atletico. So I have him in there. Then left mid is going to be Mr. White, McNeil, Burnley. Can't spell again. And he had a goal and assist, and Burnley had a clean sheet and a 3-0 win on Saturday. He had an 8.9 rating. Was by far the best player for Burnley in that game. I feel relatively confident that he'll be in. We'll see. It's like I said, and I always go through at the end the ones that could be left out. I'm saying I've left out a lot of these big names. There was a game, yeah, there was one game today that kind of changed a couple of things that I was doing. So um, we'll have to see about that. Moving on, we go to next. I have Nacho Monreal from Real Sociedad. He had a goal and a clean sheet and a three. I believe it was Saturday, correctly. Yeah, 3-0 over Valencia on Saturdays. He had he had the second goal that pretty much sealed the game, or actually before halftime. Um, so I feel like that's pretty worthy of an inform. Um, he had the best rating for the squad in that game. So again, this is going to be kind of like some of these are tricky. So I'm not necessarily flying by the seat of my pants, but um, I'm kind of going with my gut a little bit. So next up is Mr. Dan Axel Zagadou from Dortmund. He had a goal and I believe 2-0 win. He had a clean sheet, had 7.9 rating. Um, it was kind of a weird game. There wasn't I believe Havertz assisted the Zagadou had uh, a goal. I started to say the goal game away. Let me double check. And yeah, 2-0 over Werder Bremen. Oh, my bad. No. Dan Axel Zagadou had the first goal, so basically he put it away, or he scored the goal second half that basically gave him the win, and then Erling Holland came away. So usually, if a defender scores the first goal and they have a clean sheet, that's kind of inform worthy to me. Um, Again, we'll see. And then, last but not least, for defenders, Trent Alexander-Arnold. He had 2 assists today in Liverpool's comeback win over West Ham. I think it goes without saying that uh, that pretty much, I think, gets him in team of the week. He was man of the match at an 8.2 rating, so I feel like that should get him in. And goalkeeper going to be Aitor. Can't spell Aitor from Levante. He sealed the deal in Levante's 1-0 win over Real Madrid on Sunday. He had 8 saves, 6 saves in the box, 2 punches, a high claim, 8.9 rating, and obviously the clean sheet. So I feel like that performance gets him in there. And now we'll go to my subs, and I try to go sort of by high rated. What I have left, so we'll go strikers, high rated strikers. Use that loosely, high rated strikers. Loic Remy, he had 2 goals and basically sealed the deal for Lille. Win. He had a clean sheet. He had an 8.6 rating. So I feel like that pretty much guarantees him getting in week. Then we go here. This is one that's probably gonna. I have Marquinhos, um, and he played center defensive mid, kind of. Well, yeah, center defensive mid, sort of. The PSG run that weird for. So I think he played CDM in that game. Um, he should be. I thought he already had an inform. Maybe not. Say I thought he'd be an 88. But he had 2 goals. He basically brought the game even. Actually put him ahead. They gave up another goal, and I think Mbappe scored the game winner. Um, he had 2 goals and a 9.3 rating. He was best player for PSG, and I believe he was man of the match for PSG in that game as well. So I threw him in. He could get left out. We'll just have to see. I was kind of looking for high rated. I mean, and theoretically, I could do that. Just put him in the starting lineup that way. Starting 11 looks a little better. So we'll move Zagadou to the bench and put in there. Let's see who would next next high rated. It kind of starts going downhill. Go to Nato Stefan. Scored goals, and Bremen, or not, in Wolfsburg's 4-0 win weekend. He had a 9.3 rating and clean sheet. Like that. That's that one. Darwin Achis from, and I have to look because I think I have it right. I want to say Granada, but I'm not 100%. Still trying to learn. So, yep, I think I was right from Granada. You know, over. He had the first 2 goals that put the game away in the half, in the minute, and the 8th. So, yeah, get in the team of the week there. And see what I think it was like right. Yeah, he played left mid, so he'll probably be a left mid or a left wing for team of the week. That's that one. And I know how I said high rated, and I literally I don't even know who the highest rated players are that I have left to put in. Next is gonna be Mr. Niang from Stadia Renas, I believe. As you can see, my cat is joining us for the rest of the video. I guess he wants to get in some team of the week predictions or something. Yeah, Stadia Renas. He had 2 goals in there. One win. He had both goals. The game winner in the 89th minute over Teams Olympique on Sunday. So I feel like that guarantees him a spot in well, uh, I don't I don't really think we have too many high rateds left. The main thing is I have to make sure I get everybody in. Go, yes, we'll go here. Go to defenders now. I have Ryan Donk, Galatasaray. He had 1 goal, 1 assist, in Galatasaray's 3-1 win over Fenerbahce. That was actually in marquee matchups this week. So I feel like that'll probably get him in week well. And then our backup goalkeeper is going to be Guillermo Choa from Club America in MX. I was gonna put, and this is where, so I was, Aitor could be on the bench and Ter Stegen could be the starter, because he was the next highest rated player from Barca for that game. If Messi doesn't get in, but Guillermo Ochoa had 9 saves. He had 6 saves in the box and a punch. He had a flat 9 rating, a clean sheet, and a W in their win. I believe it was last night in the MX. So I think that gets him in. There's a couple, like I said, there's a couple other selections that we'll talk about in a second. Let's go to the reserves. First is going to be Gion Koopa Miners, yes, is how you say his name. He played center back for AZ Alkmaar, and he scored both goals in a 2-0 win on Saturday, I think it was, for AZ. That actually pulled AZ within 3 points of Ajax, and Ajax lost again in Eredivisie. So, and this week, and this is something I want to point out, I questioned if Ajax AZ was going to get in. I really think that matchup's going to get in now because Ajax are struggling both in uh, Europa League and in their domestic league. AZ, I went back and looked. AZ have not been in this position for like 5 or 6 years. Where if they win this game, I think it's Saturday. If they win that game, they'll be tied for first with Ajax, and they possibly could get in first on gold. I think this is a huge matchup, and this guy is part of the reason why they're in that position after that 2-0 win, clean sheet, 8.5 rating, and 2. So I feel like he's. We'll go back to, yeah. So this dude, this guy plays for um this guy plays for Shamrock Rovers. I went and looked at this box score. I was like, yeah, pretty much. I I can't deny this guy a team. This guy, and I'll move him. I think he's the lowest rate I have in this. He had 5 goals in a 6-0 win for Shamrock Rovers. 5 goals. I've never seen. I've watched a lot of soccer the last several years. I've not seen that. I've seen 3 goals, and I've even seen 4, not 5. So pretty much think that guarantees him a spot team of the week. So be interesting to see if he gets in. Next one's going to be Sergio Pena, and I can't remember what club he plays for, but he had 1 goal, 3 assists, an 8.1 rating. and they won their game. I can't remember uh he plays for. I almost need to start making a column for who they play for, so I don't have to sit and knuckle it. I can't remember who they play for, but I mean, 1 goal, 3 assists. That's pretty much a shoe in there for team. And then we go to a couple of lower rated strikers. Spell this guy's name right, Jonathan. Right, maybe. Oh, wait a minute. I just typed in his last name. What? I had some problems with the guy before. He's a silver. Yeah, he's not. But we may have to make may have to make a last second change there. The reason this guy's not popping up. I'm gonna look up on it. I have Footbin open up. Guy, Chris McGuire, he had 3 assists and I think for Sunderland, if I remember correctly. I gotta look. Drive me up. Fire. Yeah, Chris McGuire plays for Sunderland. He had a hat trick of assists in that game, and he had a 9.8 rating in that game. That's much as close. I mean, that literally was tied with Messi, who had 4 goals. I think that'll get him in. And let's see if we can find this Jonathan David. I'm pretty sure I searched him on Footbin. I was looking to see who he played for. Silver. Oh, that's why I did spell his name wrong. I think. Oh, yep, that's why I had his first name misspelled. Shift him over there. He is from Belgium Pro League. Plays for Ghent, AAA Ghent. He had a hat trick in a 4-1 win weekend. So I'm not sure what his rating was. Like for some of those lower leagues, they don't really do the rating, so it's kind of hard to figure out sometimes what the rating would be. So I just kind of try to go the best that I can with that. I figure hat trick, it's kind of hard to leave out. Um, so let's run through it again real quick. So we have Aubameyang, Cordoba strikers, Roynett, Cam, Neal, Koke, Nkunku, Gnabry, Field, Monreal, Ineos, Trent Alexander-Arnold, and Aitor. Keeper, we have Blake Remy, Dan Axel Zagadou, Nato Stefan, Darwin Machis, Bam Niang, Ryan Donk, Guillermo Ochoa, and then we have Miners, Jonathan David, Sergio Pena, Squire, and Graham Burke. That's my team of the week. So now who I left out and who could possibly get. So strikers, obviously Messi. He had 4 goals, a 9.8 rating, clean sheet. Like I said, I think with his shapeshifter card, I've been burned on it before. I'm just like they can take his shapeshifter out, put the team of the week in, or vice versa. He's in team of the week, but his card's not in packs till Friday. I don't know what EA are gonna do if they want to juice the second shapeshifter set of cards. He'll probably be in. So I'd rather. I mean, it's one of those situations where if I have him in, he doesn't get in, then I miss a point. If I don't have him in, he gets in, then it's kind of like I mean, it's the old damned if you do, damned if you don't scenario. Um, Diego Jota, he had the man of the match card from Europa League that went into packs. It's supposedly supposed to be out of packs Tuesday or Wednesday, so theoretically he could potentially get in as well. So I left him out. So Dembele had 1 goal, 1 assist. Leon, um, possibility. I think it was a game. No, two. They won 2-0. He had the assist. He scored the first goal. And he had assist in the 90th minute. So I mean, he could get in for that as well. It's so hard sometimes when there's so many guys that have like no clear cut. It's all about what EA want to do to juice the team of the week if the they have promo coming out. So if last week we hit 15, I think, and I should have had 16 if I'd have taken 2 guys out that I didn't. And I kind of thought about it, and then I was like, after I saw the team of the week came out, I was like, man, I should have put them in. But it is what it is. We moved to midfielders. Marcus Alonso played kind of left wing back, left mid, sort of. He had a goal in Chelsea's 2-1, yeah, 2-1 win over Tottenham on Saturday. Um, so possibility he could get in. Let's see. Powder Bomba had 1 goal, 1 assist, 7.9 rating. A couple other silvers that I left out because obviously Graham Burke, Jonathan David, Fire. I think they had better performances. So I think those guys will get left out. Bruno Fernandes had 1 goal, 1 assist. He had a 9.5 rating and a clean sheet. Man used win over Watford. I left him out as well because of his um, winter refresh card. Uh, I don't think they would come out with an inform that quick. Will they? Who knows? Um, yeah, so we'll have to see. Um, Fernando, like I said, for Sevilla, he had 1 goal, assist. They did have a clean sheet, but he was kind of, and I kind of want to go to that and talk about that for a second, so you kind of know where I'm coming from. It doesn't, it by no means that I'm right at all, but it's just kind of how I see it. Sevilla won 3-0. Um, he wasn't even involved in the first goal at all, and since it was 3-0, I mean, literally the 1-0 um, goal basically sealed the game. I mean, technically sealed the game. He did score the second one that basically put it out of reach. But then his assist came a little bit after that. It's kind of after the game's already decided. Whereas Koke, he actually scored the game winner and he assisted on the um, third goal, which basically obviously put it out of reach. So I feel like that right there, just that he scored the second. Koke scored the second goal, assisted on that third one. He was basically involved in putting the game away, whereas Fernando not necessarily. He did, one. I mean, if he had 1 goal, no assist, he probably wouldn't be in. 1 goal, 1 assist kind of leaves that open discussion. Um, so that's why I went with that. Left Fernando out. Dominic Stroh-Engel, he had a hat trick, and he's a bronze. He could get in because usually they've been putting in like one silver card um, a week in Team of the Week. But so his bronze would actually upgrade to his inform would be a silver. I left him out. He's German 3. I mean, he could get in, but what I struggle with is like literally who do I take out? All these guys are deserving. Um, I have a couple, like some of the other team of the weeks I had seen. I've got some different predictions than what they have, but again, it's one of those things that can't we can't forecast. So defenders, I left out Patrick Van Aanholt because he's got the winter refresh card. Lucas Olaza, he has the Shapeshifters SBC. Van Aanholt had a goal. He had an 8.8 rating and a clean sheet. Lucas Olaza had an assist, 7.5 and a clean sheet. So I left them out. Jelson Dalla had 2 goals and an 8.3 rating. He's a silver. I had him in at first, and then I was like after Alexander Arnold today and Donk, those kind of flipped my thinking a little bit. The only other so there's actually 2 other defenders I've seen some predictions that had Rodrigo Eli in. He had 1 goal. He only had a 6.9 rate. He didn't play very good. I mean, it was the game-winning goal for Deportivo Alaves, but I don't know. Again, it's one of those hard decisions that I had to just, I had to eat a couple of the ones I was kind of like I was wavering back and forth on. So we'll see. And then I don't think, you know, again, if EA want to juice the team of the week, Alex Telles will be in. He scored the only goal. He had an eight rating and a clean sheet for FC Porto on Sunday. I left him out. Basically, he's just had too many cards recently, so um, and I don't think EA are going to want to upgrade his headliners again when they just won 4 games in a row. I think it was last week, so this would be I think this was their 5th win. Might have been their 5th win in a row. So they just literally just upgraded his card. So I don't think they're going to upgrade it again. If he gets an inform, it makes it an 88, and I believe his headliner's an 88. Well, so he would have to upgrade to an 89, or it's already an 89. I think it would have to upgrade to a 90 because I think it has to stay two ahead of the inform. The headliner that is. Let me see. Oh yeah, right here. Yeah, so that was their 5th win in a row. So literally last weekend, so they just upgraded his card this week, this past week. So I don't think they're going to upgrade it again. That's too quick. So I left Telles out as well. That's why I went with like Coop Miners. I mean, 2 goals, 8.5 rating, a clean sheet in that game, drawing his team within 3 points of Ajax, and they play each other this week. That's huge to me. But we'll see. And then goalkeepers. Like I said, I left Ter Stegen out. Literally, there were only 5 goalkeepers, in my opinion, that had decent enough games this week to be included in Team of the Week. I didn't look at some of the other ones because I'd kind of already made up my mind who I was putting in a goalkeeper. But today there was a slight chance that I could have changed my backup, but I'm going to stick with what I got. So anyway, Ter Stegen, he could possibly get in. I mean, theory, somebody from Barcelona probably deserves to get in after the 5-0 win. We'll see what they do. Aitor I already told you about. Olivier Baumann, if it wasn't a draw, I think it was 1-1. He had 9 saves. He had 8 saves in the box, a punch, a high claim, and a 9 rating. If he could have held a clean sheet there, he might have had a shot team of the week this week. And then Choa, who's my backup, and then Vlachodimos, Benfica. He actually had a pretty good game today. He had 7 saves, 4 in the box, no punches, 2 high claims, and 8.6 rating clean sheet. So I started to. I think Vlachodimos, he's got an inform already. Let's just for funsies, let's look real. Take Ochoa, put him in the trash. Vlachodimos. I think Vlachodimos fell again. Yeah, Vlachodimos would be an 86. So there's a possibility that they do that. And leave out Ochoa. But I'm not going to count on that. I think I almost want to say they pretty much sort of have team of the week decided, unless it's just a outstanding. Like Trent Alexander-Arnold today, both his assists were and them coming back to beat West Ham. So that's why I have him in, and he hasn't actually outside of his team. I don't think he hadn't been in team of the week lately. So I figure that that has a good shot at getting in. So that's what I'm thinking for this team of the week. Like I said, we hit 14 out of 26 last week, or 14 out of 26, 14 out of 23 last week. I could have had 16. Um, so overall, I can't complain about that. Pretty decent. Hopefully this week with what I've got, I'm a little worried about a couple of the ones I left out, but like I said, it's trying to guess what EA are going to do. Plus, these all the cards that have um, either inform or either been in Team of the Week recently, have had some kind of special card lately, something like that. Um, or who knows? EA could throw us a curveball. So appreciate you guys checking out the videos. Let me know what you think about this. Like if you like watching me put it together, or if you would already like to have me put it together, so I can talk about the games more. I want you guys to enjoy the content. Ghost Hunter 1974 on Twitch and Discord. Hunter 1974 Ghost on Twitter. Also, real quick note: remember UCL is Tuesday, Wednesday. Watch my video on UCL MMs and regular marking matchup predictions. I was 6 out of 6 last week. So hopefully, if you watch that video, you made some coins. And I hope you guys have a great week. If you're playing the game, I hope you're having better luck than I am. And we will see you on Saturday for next week's marquee matchups predictions. Guys, have a great rest of your night and have a great week.